A minute and a half to post time. And Vamenos is the 5 to 6 favourite. Hogan's Height shows 11 to 8. Legalised 11 to 1. It's 40 to 1 Noble Warrior. The same price as the Sting. And Dad's in Luck now shows at 66 to 1. Vamenos, the odds-on favourite, 5 to 6 market leader for our first race of 6 this afternoon. Just over a minute to go to post time. So the runners are now coming out onto the course proper as the clock ticks towards 12:25. So they'll be lining up shortly. So they're lining up for race number 1. Some way off the tape at the moment, 100 yards from the tape. Hogan's Height in front of the others as they walk towards the starter. Flag is raised and they're off for the Happy New Year Novices hurdle race. They go towards the first of 10 hurdles, and it is Hogan's Height who has the early advantage and leads by a good couple of lengths. Noble Warrior to the outside of Vamenos, the Sting next, followed by Legalised, and at the back, not making a great shape at flight 1, was Dad's in Luck. So they move on to the second hurdle over on the far side, and Hogan's Height is the leader, and they're all to the other side. So one more to jump down the back, and it's Hogan's Height and Paige Fuller leading by a couple of lengths. Noble Warrior lying handy with Vamenos, that big sheepskin noseband, 2 shades of blue, tracking the leaders. Legalised is next with the Sting, and Dad's in Luck brings up the rear. So they're about to leave the back straight first time round, and it's Hogan's Height leading by 3 lengths, this multiple winning chaser. Hogan's Height being followed by Noble Warrior and Sean Quinlan, with Vamenos in 3rd place. Pace pretty slack in the early stages. They're on the run away from the back straight. The Sting is just in front of Legalised, and those two are followed by Dad's in Luck as they draw towards the turn-in first time round. Good 8 lengths or so first to last, and it's Hogan's Height who pace sets with just short of 2 miles to cover from this point. They're about to turn in and face hurdle 4. Hogan's Height followed by Noble Warrior, with Vamenos and Fergus Gregory to the inside. Then the red and yellow jacket of Legalised, with the Sting and Dad's in Luck, the last two. Jumping the first in the straight. Leader Hogan's Height just shortened up on the approach. Noble Warrior gets within about a length and a quarter as they run between the 2 hurdles in the straight. Hogan's Height, Noble Warrior, Vamenos, Legalised, Dad's in Luck, and the Sting. So this will be the last next time. This time it is flight 5. Hogan's Height again just shortening up on the approach. So coming up towards the stands, Hogan's Height bidding to make all. Leads by a good couple of lengths. Noble Warrior up along the outside of Vamenos. Legalised is next, and Colin McCormack with Dad's in Luck and Alan Johns on the inside of the Sting and Joe Colliver. And they're now turning left-handed around the paddock turn and heading towards the back straight. So they've still got 5 hurdles to negotiate, and it's Hogan's Height from Noble Warrior, with Vamenos to the inside. 3rd start over hurdles for the Ollie Murphy train runner today. Legalised is following, and the last 2 are Dad's in Luck and the Sting, who's just being pushed along a fraction now as they approach that turn to go down the far side. So it's Hogan's Height still in pole position from Noble Warrior, only about half a length, 3 parts between them, half a length now as they go to the first down the far side. Hogan's Height being followed by Noble Warrior. Good jump from the pace setter. Not such a good jump from third place runner Vamanos. And just Vamanos getting a wake-up call. So it's Hogan's Height going towards 4 out. Hogan's Height in front. Noble Warrior second. Vamanos third. And then Legalized. Dad's in Luck and the Sting follow. So they've got 3 to jump. This is the last flight down the far side. Hogan's Height taken on for the lead by Noble Warrior. Again, not a great leap from Vamanos, who's under pressure to keep up with the front 2 as they draw towards the end of the back straight. So it's Hogan's Height, Noble Warrior. A gap then of about 3 lengths or so to Legalize is on the move. Vamanos to the inside, driven along. And they've gone clear of the Sting and Dad's in Luck. So then making the exit from the back straight on this freewheel to the turn in. And Hogan's Height has got Noble Warrior for company. There's not a lot in it between the front 2. They're about 3.5 lengths in front of the improving Legalize. However, Vamanos is not improving. Vamanos has lost ground on the leaders as they now turn the corner. And Vamanos in turn is clear of the others. The Sting is really toiling, not as bad as Dad's in Luck. So heading down towards the second last, Hogan's Height, with Legalize now moving into second place. Hogan's Height, Legalize. A Noble Warrior drops ground. Noble Warrior now struggling to keep up with the front 2. So Hogan's Height, the leader by 1.5 lengths. Legalize now coming to make a race of it. A gap then, quite a gap opening up to Vamanos and Noble Warrior. Making the run down towards the last hurdle. Hogan's Height and Legalize. Vamanos best of the rest. Hogan's Height at the last. Hogan's Height in front by about 1 length to Legalize second place. Gap then of about 5 lengths to Vamanos, who's attempting to stay on. They're on the run in. Hogan's Height's finding a little bit more at the moment. Hogan's Height, Legalize trying to come again. It's Hogan's Height from Legalize. Hogan's Height by just over 1 length. Hogan's Height sees off Legalize, makes all. Hogan's Height the winner. Legalize second. They're clear of Vamanos in third. And then Noble Warrior in the Sting.
The result of the first race: first number 4, Hogan's Height; second number 7; third number 6; and the fourth horse number 1. The full result of the first race: the Happy New Year Novices Hurdle. First number 4, Hogan's Height; second number 7, Legalized; third number 6, Vamanos; and the fourth horse number 1, Noble Warrior.
Second place, Hogan's Height, Legalize. A Noble Warrior drops ground. Noble Warrior now struggling to keep up with the front 2. So Hogan's Height, the leader by 1.5 lengths. Legalize now coming to make a race of it. A gap then, quite a gap opening up to Vamanos and Noble Warrior. Making the run down towards the last hurdle. Hogan's Height and Legalize. Vamanos best of the rest. Hogan's Height at the last. Hogan's Height in front by about 1 length to Legalize second place. Gap then of about 5 lengths to Vamanos, who's attempting to stay on. They're on the run in. Hogan's Height's finding a little bit more at the moment. Hogan's Height, Legalize trying to come again. It's Hogan's Height from Legalize. Hogan's Height by just over 1 length. Hogan's Height sees off Legalize, makes all. Hogan's Height the winner. It's Hogan's Height, Legalize. A Noble Warrior drops ground. Noble Warrior now struggling to keep up with the front 2. So Hogan's Height, the leader by 1.5 lengths. Legalize now coming to make a race of it. A gap then, quite a gap opening up to Vamanos and Noble Warrior. Making the run down towards the last hurdle. Hogan's Height and Legalize. Vamanos best of the rest. Hogan's Height at the last. Hogan's Height in front by about 1 length to Legalize second place. Gap then of about 5 lengths to Vamanos, who's attempting to stay on. They're on the run in. Hogan's Height's finding a little bit more at the moment. Hogan's Height, Legalize trying to come again. It's Hogan's Height from Legalize. Hogan's Height by just over 1 length. Hogan's Height sees off Legalize, makes all. Hogan's Height the winner. Legalize second.